Welcome to Blue Medusa Tarot. This reading is for Virgo, the end of January 2022. So the message I'm getting from this is kind of two different ones. Either someone's telling the truth about illusions, delusions, something that you made like an inner vow about from the past, that maybe someone's starting to see was a little rigid. Sometimes we get hurt and we're like, I'm never doing that again. This is maybe the truth coming out, or having a bit of a revelation of cutting away of some delusions or illusions, about some rigidity, but something's transitioning. You're coming to the end of something that maybe kept you sad. Perhaps. I mean, the moon is very emotional. But you're just not being so rigid. And it could be you're cutting away from the illusions of sadness, and you're transforming some of that rigidity from past situations. Someone speaking a truth to you. It could be a Gemini. But the moon is maybe speaking of some lunacy or depression even. The moon kind of hides. It could be that a Taurus or a Scorpio, perhaps even a Pisces or a Cancer is involved. But something's transitioning. I think some promises someone made from the past is transitioning. But I really feel in my heart that someone's making different choices about their sadness and maybe transitioning out of the sadness. So kind of leaving that phase of life behind. Like, I've learned my lesson about living in the clouds, like, daydreaming too much, or seeing things there that weren't there in the past. And because I had my own expectations, because the Hierophant is kind of rigid, like expectations, kind of like a religion to yourself. But I think you're starting to not do this anymore. It's the very beginnings of it, but right now you're in that transition. So keep going, we learn lessons from kind of that dark night of the soul, and perhaps, you're transferring out of there. You're starting to cut away from some of those illusions and delusions. You're starting to cut away from some of that confusion. And just maybe being honest with yourself about some things from the past. Yep, that's what I see. Anyway, have a great end of January, Virgo. We'll see you soon.